thing is still up and running. Hey guys, it's Harrison here, and today I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you guys have asked me on Tumblr. I asked you guys to send me a note that started out with, "Hey Harrison, I need some advice." So I just want to put this out there that I'm not an expert on anything. I don't claim to be, but I'm a little bit older than some of the people that have asked me these questions, or I have more experience in the topic and they just kind of want to know what I would do. And that's all I really want to do through this, is give just a different perspective. So let's get started. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Hi Harrison, I need some advice on a kind of touchy subject. I go to school with a female to male trans person, but they haven't really asked anyone to call them by their preferred name, in person at least. They changed their name on social media, and honestly I'm just confused as to what to call them. Damn it. My phone died. Really did not come prepared for this. This is tough because you don't really know what's going on in that person's mind. So people think that once a trans person changes their name on social media, that they want people to call them that right off the bat. So I don't know how far along this person is in their transition, but I know that at the beginning of mine, when people started to refer to me with my male pronouns around people that I wasn't really comfortable with, or felt that they didn't know or understand everything that I was going through, it made me feel uncomfortable with myself, because I had this projection of these people being like, oh, they just heard me be referred to as a man. Are they gonna look at me and be like, why is that person referring to a female as a man? So if the person hasn't gone out and said, these are what the pronouns that I want, just because they're trans and they identify as a trans man or a trans woman doesn't mean that they go by she or he. They could like Z or they. So you don't know that. So the way that I would approach it is really go by neutral terms. Like, it might be uncomfortable, but you can always ask. You can always ask that person, say, hey, like, I noticed you changed your name on social media. Would you like me to call you that? Like, I think if somebody came up to me and asked me that, like at the beginning, I would have been like, wow, that's so nice. I can't believe that person even thought to ask me that. Thank you for submitting that. That was a great question. Hi Harrison. So I started to figure out that I'm actually a guy, but I'm really short and have wide hips and big breasts. Don't even get me started on my squeaky voice. Heard that. I really worry about never passing as a man. Do you have any tips to help me feel more okay with my body? Sincerely, teeny tiny Toby. Like that. Hey Toby. So there's definitely something that anybody wants to change about themselves, whether they're cis, whether they're trans. But you just have to really start to feel comfortable in your own skin and what you're given. There's a lot of small men out there that have wide hips, that are cis men. I think trans people really have to realize that there is a lot of differences in men. It's not just a tall, muscular guy with facial hair. No, that's not all men. There's short guys, there's tall guys, there's fat guys, there's skinny guys. You are what you are. And I think trans men have to realize that just because they're trans doesn't mean that they have to be the perfect man. The perfect ideal of a man. So just take that into account. Toby. Hi Harrison, I need some advice. Unfortunately, many of the things I can do right now are limited due to my real name not matching my birth name. I'm scared of changing my name and coming out to everyone in real life because I will lose them. I haven't even changed my name. So it definitely comes up all the time when I get ID'd. Like this weekend, I went to a restaurant. I got ID'd because I had a glass of wine, and they're like, oh, thank you, Haley, because they read my name, and I was like, what the f-? So I know how uncomfortable that is. The main thing that I'm getting from your question is that you're scared of coming out and living a double life. I think once you start to realize that these fears when you come out is that you're going to lose your family, that you're going to lose some friends that you had. If you do, they were never meant to be in your life. And you just really are thankful for the people that stick around and really love you for who you truly are. And I think that once you start living your authentic self, you will start to feel a lot better and a lot more happy. So best of luck, and I hope everything works out for you. So hey Harrison, I need some advice. My friends and I are going to prom soon, and I'm wondering that I'm going to make a fool of myself around the guy I like. How do I keep calm and have fun? This could be for anything. Like you're dancing at the prom, or you're going to a job interview, you want to impress somebody, you want to look cool. I think that there's nothing more attractive than somebody having fun and being themselves and living in their own skin and being free. So I think the only advice that I can give you is just have fun, be yourself, and if that person's gravitated towards you, then great. And if not, it's not meant to be, because someone should be around you for who you are, not for who they think you are. So just be yourself, have fun with your friends, and I hope you enjoy the prom. All right, hey Harrison, I need some advice on how to deal with being in a girls' dorm in college when I'm non-binary but closeted. I can't help feel like I'll be lying to my roomie but not by not disclosing my gender, but I don't know if I ever feel safe coming out to them. Like, the last thing that you want in that situation is to have someone make you feel belittled or have someone make you feel not good about yourself after you divulge something so personal. So just talk to your roommate about non-binary issues or bring up something in the media and say, oh wow, it's interesting, isn't it? And just see what they say. If they say, oh my god, like what the heck, then I suggest you don't divulge that information to them. But if they're open, if you start to feel comfortable around them, then by all means tell them. But I would just feel out the situation first and feel out the person to see if there's somebody that you would trust with this. Good luck. I hope everything works out. All right. Hi, Harrison. I need some advice. I came out as a trans guy 3 years ago, and everyone has been really great about my name and pronouns with one exception, my dad. At this point, I've basically given up on him ever respecting my identity. Do you have any tips for moving on from bigoted relatives? Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the biggest issues when you come out as trans, is the fear of having people reject it and have them not respect you and respect your name, respect your pronouns. And I've definitely dealt with that. I had a problem with one of my family members. It was my mom. Didn't call me the proper name, didn't refer to me with the proper pronouns, and I let it go for a while. It really affected our relationship, but I really hammered it home. So I really got my sister on my side and my dad on my side. We really had to work away at my mom and really push her to refer to me properly. Now it's not Haley, it's just kind of nothing. So she doesn't go out of her way to say my birth name, just goes out of her way to not say anything, which is progress. And I think you just have to be really patient with that person. And if they slip up, call them out on it. You just have to say like things like, that's not my name, or what are you doing? Can you not call me that? Please refer to me as this. Please use these pronouns. And don't cut them any slack. It's not something that you need to shy away from. And I think that's something that I really had to learn too, is that you shouldn't feel ashamed of it, and you shouldn't feel like you're doing anything wrong because you're not. The person that's not moving, not budging, and not reciprocating and listening to you is in the wrong. Assert yourself. I hope that things change for you. Alright guys, so that's the end of my advice column. I had some really great questions, and I really do appreciate you guys participating and allowing me to make these videos, because there's a lot of things that people can take out of this. People that didn't want to send something to me, but they're watching this and saying, oh wow, that's definitely something that I go through, and that's definitely something that I would like to talk to somebody about. So you're helping not only yourself, you're helping other people that might have the same problems as you do. So thank you so much. Best of luck to all of you that sent me, and best of luck to all of you that are watching, and take care.